Welcome to the second part of reflective practices. The second part is divided into three parts, subparts. In the first part of the second session, we will see about Gibbs Model of Reflection. It is a cycle. This will give an elaborate explanation about the reflective practice. At the end of this session, you will be able to understand the Gibbs model of reflection and you will apply it in your day-to-day life. Good teachers are reflective practitioners. They improve teaching competency. They help learners to achieve their full potential. And they develop their own educational organization. That's why we are asking you to do this reflective practice. Let us see the categories of reflective practice. Already we have discussed in the first part, thinking about the past, present, and the future. These are considered as the categories. Retrospective reflection is all about past, what happened. Reflection in action is all about present situation. Prospective reflection, it's all about future reflection, future plans. I hope you have understood the categories of reflective practice. Now we will move on to Gibbs' cycle of reflection. Graham Gibbs, in year 1988, he published an important cycle, that is Gibbs Model of Reflection. When he was working in Oxford Brookes University, he published that. This cycle is often used by various educational practitioners. This cycle consists of 6 stages. In coming slides, we will discuss about the stages. Before we go into the stages, let me give an eye-opener for this session. Lot of situation will happen in our class. Boring situation, happiest moment, very funny moment, then ridiculing moment, right? Sometimes annoying moment due to some students' behavior, some students' nature. No, we have to shout, we have to yell at others, right? Think any one situation. Based on the situation, we are going to analyze the 6 stages. Now, we will move on to the 6 stages. The first stage, it starts from description. You are asked to describe about that event. Start by objectively recounting the experience. What happened? Who was involved? When and where did it occur? That question you have to raise about that incident. The second stage, it's all about feelings. What were you thinking? What were you feeling about that? You yelled at the student, right? You smiled at the student, right? What was the feeling that you had at that time? That feeling should capture emotional response to the experience. It must be sometimes a positive or a negative emotions. You have to think about that. The third stage, it's all about evaluation. What was good or bad about the incident? You have to assess the good and bad aspects of the experience. What worked well and what didn't work? What were the positive impact or the negative consequences of that event that you have to evaluate in the third stage? Coming to the fourth stage is analysis stage. What sense can you make of the situation? You have to dig deeper for the higher understanding. Why things unfolded as they did. This analysis stage is where you draw on relevant literature and professional knowledge to interpret the experience. That is the fourth stage. Coming to the fifth stage, it's a conclusion. Determine what you could have done differently and what you have learned from the experience. What else could you have done? That is the fifth stage, final stage, that you have to make some action plan. If the same even happened later in the future, how should I act? Develop a detailed plan what you have to do if the similar event arises in the future. I hope you all understood these stages. Let me give a small picture. It is like a cycle: reflect, plan, act, observe, reflect, plan, act, observe. This is the way that a good teacher, a good practitioner should move on. I hope you understand. Listen, look at this picture carefully. Filtering the tea or coffee. At the end, you will have a wonderful, well-filtered, very tasty, the full of good essence will be coming to that. That's the way that you and I are asked to become a good teacher. Filtering, reflecting, making action plan, then reflecting. Then only we will go and have a happy class, an interesting class, an attractive class. Now I want to conclude this session by telling these 6 stages in different way. Narrate the incident in the first stage. Write all the feelings related to that incident in the second stage. Bad or good, evaluate that. All direction analysis, the fourth stage. Then come to the conclusion, make action plan. I hope you have studied, learned these stages effectively. Thank you for listening. We will learn few more techniques and records of reflective practices in the next slides. Thank you.